Defence and energy experts warn that Britain's gas pipelines and power lines are highly vulnerable to attack by Russia and other enemies, Politico reports. They say critical gas pipelines, power lines and data cables are a weak point in Britain's security, leaving the country vulnerable to potentially catastrophic sabotage by Russia or other enemies. Analysts, including former senior government officials, say the danger is being underestimated. In an interview with the publication, former Defence and Energy Secretary Grant Shapps noted that complacency on this issue is really worrying. Our underwater infrastructure is kind of a weak point and not enough is being done. It's not a question of if there will ever be a problem, it's a question of when. Shapps said, undersea infrastructure is one of the areas that will be considered in the defence review. Ministers said Britain and its allies have already stepped up naval patrols and monitoring to combat threats to infrastructure. Among the most potentially vulnerable areas of Britain's infrastructure, experts say, is the Langeld gas pipeline, which is used to supply gas from Norway. Langeld is our biggest weak point. It doesn't mean we'll all die if it blows up, but it does mean everything will quickly become much more expensive. There's a risk of gas rationing, said Adam Bell, the former head of the British government's Energy Strategy Department. At the same time, other analysts believe that the likelihood of an attack on the gas pipeline is low. Russia has stepped up sabotage against Europe over aid to Ukraine. According to media reports, the number of Russian attacks quadrupled from 2022 to 2023, then tripled from 2023 to 2024. In February 2025, sabotage against warships was recorded in Germany. The commander of the country's navy, Jan Christian Kak, noted the growing Russian threat. As reported by NTV, the commander of the country's navy, Jan Christian Kak, reported sabotage which damaged more than one military vessel. The Bundeswehr is aware of cases of incursions into naval bases from land and sea, as well as attempts to approach soldiers returning home. Our assessment: they are testing us. They are trying to destabilize our society, both at the national level and within the alliance, and perhaps they are creating the ground for further active military actions. The commander was asked to comment on media reports that one of the sabotage incidents involved the corvette Emden, which had not yet been handed over to the Navy. During an inspection in January, it was discovered that several kilograms of metal shavings had been dropped into the ship's power plant. Kak did not confirm the incident.
Ukrainian army's drone operators have discovered the Russian army's convoy carrying ammunition in a vehicle in the Zaropozhye region and targeted it with a kamikaze drone. The invading soldiers fired at the drone, which circled around them for about 3 minutes, but failed to strike it. As a result, the drone crashed into a vehicle loaded with ammunition, causing an explosion. The Russian soldiers had to continue their movement on foot along the road, where a large number of destroyed vehicles were located.
Сука. Пизда нахуй. Все, мы нахуй без сумок остались. Уебало. Идем пешком, блядь.
Можно было сумку забрать.
Где?
Бля, она просто взорвется сейчас.
А она уебала, бля, она сгорела все.
Все, уебет.
Быка надо валить нахуй отсюда.
Там еще и быка. Ебать, без ничего.
Ебать, она, сука, кошмарит, мразь.
Как кошмарит.
Я же говорил, не...
Короче, Неман, 350.
Хорошо полетишь.
Там она, кажется, 250.
Надо быстрее уебывать нахуй, он лесополк. Есть у меня пару пачек. Все сумки уебал.
Тоха, я осталась. Все целы?
Да.
Да. Да, все целы. Идем.
Да, привет.
Ты дорожку вел, как она кошмарила? Просто издевался.
Я сразу сказал, неудачная хуйня. Садиться, надо было пережидать и ехать. Все патроны выстрелил нахуй. Осталось чуть-чуть.
Ебай, я эту потерял.
Вот. Там что-то, блядь. Тихо.
Ukrainian armed forces have struck a building housing Russian military personnel in the town of Koronivo in Russia's border Kursk region with a HIMARS multiple launch rocket system. Footage taken by a Russian serviceman in the area has been shared on Telegram channels. The strike reportedly killed most of the servicemen in the building. Russian Telegram channels reported that the strike hit a military hospital and that servicemen being treated there were killed. The servicemen being treated at the hospital had reportedly participated in the attacks in Ukraine's Sumy region in recent days.
За что?